Hey, welcome back to another tax tip, sponsored by Ferguson Financial Solutions. I'm Joshua Ferguson, and recently we decided to switch things up a bit for y'all and take a break from taxes for a moment to introduce the Taxpayer Bill of Rights. In this and future episodes, we are doing a deep dive into each of the 10 taxpayer rights. Now, for those who missed the previous episode, the IRS has a document, and it's called the Taxpayer Bill of Rights. It outlines the 10 fundamental rights all taxpayers have when dealing with the IRS. These rights cover a wide range of topics and issues, and they lay out what taxpayers can expect when dealing with the IRS. Now, they cover topics such as filing a tax return and paying your taxes, to responding to a letter, going through an audit, and even appealing a decision. So without further ado, let's dive into taxpayer right number 1, the right to be informed. So about taxpayer right number 1, the IRS states, taxpayers have the right to know what they need to do to comply with the tax laws. They are entitled to clear explanations of the laws and IRS procedures in all tax forms, instructions, publications, notices, and correspondence. They have the right to be informed of IRS decisions about their tax accounts and to receive clear explanations of the outcomes. So what that means in plain English is if you receive a notice or a letter from the IRS, it must include the amount of tax, interest, and penalties owed, if applicable, and where they came from. So if you receive a letter and the IRS says you owe additional tax and they're tacking on interest and penalties to that, they have to explain where it came from. If the IRS disallows part or all of your refund, they also must explain why. So if you were expecting, say, a $3,000 refund and you receive a $1,000 refund, expect a letter from the IRS explaining why they disallowed that other $2,000. Now, if the IRS assesses tax against you, the process must be explained to you. So, in other words, if you receive an audit letter, it must explain the steps the IRS will take to audit your tax returns and collect from you. If you enter into an installment agreement, also known as a payment plan, the IRS must send you an annual statement showing your payments and balances. So what that means is if you didn't have the money to pay all of your tax at once and you set up a payment plan with the IRS is required to send you a statement every year showing the payments you made and your new balance. That concludes our deep dive of taxpayer right number 1, the right to be informed. Join us over the next several weeks for a deep dive into each of the 10 taxpayer rights. If you get a letter from the IRS and need help navigating it, contact a tax professional. You can give Ferguson Financial Solutions a call at 907-395-4027, or better yet, go to fergusontaxpros.com. If there are tax topics you would like to know more about, leave them in the comment section below. And remember to like this video, share this video, and hey, while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to join us over the next several weeks for a deep dive into each of the taxpayer rights.